I'm Levi Nunez, and I'm an LGBTQ peer navigator here at Penny Lane Centers in Commerce. I serve foster youth who identify as LGBTQ, ages 5 to 20. We basically show up for the client and support them however the client needs the support. Well, I first came here as a client. I really enjoyed the interactions I had with the staff here. They're extremely supportive. I was adopted when I was 8 years old by, out of foster care. I'd been in foster care since I was 4. And my adopted parents were pastors of an international church and not very accepting of me and my LGBTQ identity. I was pretty much shunned by my family. They would make me attend like prayer sessions where they would essentially liberate me from the gay demon. And so I went back into foster care when I was 17 after my adoptive father got convicted of being a child molester. I had to spend a lot of my time focusing on going to court and testifying in court. And so I didn't necessarily excel in my education, didn't necessarily have like a plan for employment. I had no guidance at that time in my life, and I did not make the right decisions because of that. I left my last foster placement when I was 17 years old, and I tried going to college. I dropped out. I tried renting out my own place. I got kicked out because I couldn't make rent. I tried holding down many jobs. I couldn't hold them down by myself. When I had nowhere else to go, essentially, when I had burned all my bridges, exhausted all the resources I tried to use, so I went to Penny Lane because I knew that Penny Lane was like the only place where I could go and like be safe and literally sit on a couch without somebody like telling me that I'm useless because I'm sitting down.
We do whatever it takes for our youth. My name is Levi Martinez, and I'm the case manager here at Penny Lane at the drop-in center. And my job is to make sure that I find them a safe place in a shelter. And then from there, we also start the process for housing.
It didn't feel like I had to prove to her how much I was suffering.
I remember it says, oh my God, I lost hope during this process. And no, Levi, there is hope for everybody here. We're here to help you, to provide for your needs, and for you to be in a safe place.
That really transformed the way that I approached my own struggles. I started asking for help more. I started being more open to being vulnerable about the things that I was going through. And just that made a huge difference. I was able to obtain my housing. I was able to establish, a consistent health care provider, a consistent mental health care provider. I have a job that I love doing. It shows me that something as simple as showing up for someone else can make a huge impact for them.
They're tired of people telling them what to do. They just want to be heard and be validated. That's all they need. And they also want somebody who really cares from their heart.
Coming here, I felt heard. And that was something that, like, as a transgender person, to be honest, I hadn't felt ever. I remember getting the call from Delia saying, hey, they have an open position for an LGBTQ peer navigator. I was already pretty much sending everybody that I knew to Penny Lane because that's where I got my hope. My supervisor is the most supportive and like just considerate person I've ever worked with. And so it's like all that support that I get, it's like, it transforms my life. And I know that even a lot of the staff here that may not have the same story that I do or didn't start off as a client, they all have stories of how Penny Lane transformed their life too. So I think it fits so well.